Hello and welcome. Something is happening in this country that is giving me great concern. And sometimes when this caliphate make their move in this political chess game that we have consciously or unconsciously find ourselves, I am wondering if the rest of the South politicians are deliberately made to look as the greatest idiots that we ever had. I am very, very worried. Very, very, very worried. And as a matter of fact, everybody in the Eastern region should be very, very worried. Please, when I say Eastern region, I am particular about the South and Southeast region. Now, very recently, if you've been paying attention to news feeds, you would realize that federal government is saying that they are taking 100 billion naira to finance Fulani Herdsmen to tackle bandits. I am very, very worried. And you should be worried too. Because Boko Haram, Fulani Herdsmen, bandits, Almajiri, they are one and the same thing. There is absolutely no difference. Please do not be confused that Almajiri, Fulani Herdsmen, Boko Haram, bandits, that they are different things. As a matter of fact, I might want to add to that collection with the northern politicians. They are one and the same thing because for some reasons the Almajiri system has translated into Boko Haram and translated into Fulani Herdsmen and translated into bandits, some of whom have also found their way into our military. Now, for the security operative of Nigeria to say that they want 100 million naira to sponsor Fulani Herdsmen to tackle bandits, it's the biggest sham that I've ever seen, and it calls for great concern, if you ask me. If it calls for great concern for our politicians, and might I say that this video should get to every southern political idiot that is representing the entire South. I am very, very disappointed in all of you. So disappointed that federal government is going to arm herdsmen to tackle bandits. And you're all there watching these things happen in front of your very eyes. Let me tell you, Nigeria, we are in a critical situation. And if you think that what is happening is a joke, we could go to our bed and sleep, make love to our wives and feel it's all okay. This is a great concern. We should all be worrying so deeply at this moment. The game is this, that every chaos that is happening in the north has been turned into a money-making venture by the politicians of the north. These are the same people who cried out loud that Goodluck Jonathan was not handling the affairs of the country well. I would rather have a Goodluck Jonathan 100 times over than this political charade that we have at the moment. The idea that government is going to take 100 billion naira from the resources of the South, my resources, to tackle their misadventure, their ineptitude, their problem, I think it calls for great concern. The 100 billion naira we are talking is just going to go into hands. And besides, let's say for argument purpose that yes, they are going to use 100 billion naira to actually arm Fulani herdsmen. There are implications. There are more questions to be asked from this. Now, that is a clear submission that our the Nigerian military is no longer reliable, and indeed it shouldn't be reliable because right from the onset, our Nigerian military has been adulterated. When Boko Haram were being freed from prison, when we were granting amnesty to Boko Haram, and subsequently infusing them into the Nigerian military. That action in itself has completely jeopardized whatever function the Nigerian military stands for. Please, this video is not intended to cause trouble or, look for trouble. I am not doing this. I'm actually doing this video for the interest of everybody, including the Northerners as well, because you have built a monster without a kill switch. You have built a monster that you no longer can control. So what I'm asking here is this: that the government of the day should admit that it has, built himself to a place where it should agree that the government is no longer capable of holding the affairs of this country. The whole of Nigeria should admit and come to that conclusion, including the Northerners themselves, including the Middle Belters, including the Southeasterners, and the Southwestern. We should all come to the conclusion that this government has failed in ensuring the security of everybody that is in this terrible place you call a country. So I am begging those concerned, particularly the southern politicians, to call the federal government to order that the intention to withdraw 100 billion naira to sponsor herdsmen, who to me are the same thing as Boko Haram. They are the same thing as herdsmen, bandits, Boko Haram, Al-Majiri. They are all one and the same thing. And it is time the government of the North seriously consider the fact that the Al-Majiri system should be abolished. But I know that it won't be abolished because it's a system that has been developed over time to create sustenance for the elite politicians who we now find in our Nigerian polity. It's a very, very terrible situation as it is right now. And I'm urging every Southerner to be wary about this development. It clearly shows that the herdsmen who are already armed, government is planning to arm them further, fortify them further. Recall that they are everywhere. They are in your local vicinities, they are in your farms, they are almost everywhere in the country. Now, if government is also planning to fortify them with the excuse that they are going to fight bandits, which is the same Fulani Herdsmen, which is the same Boko Haram, we're in a terrible shape. And somebody should speak out. If God has chosen me to be the one to speak out, I will speak out. After all, we have just one life to live. But I cherish that one life. And no Islamic agenda of any administration that is ruling this country will prevent us from talking. Please, Southern politicians, we didn't elect you to go to Abuja to just fraternize with the very people that are killing you. We voted you to go to Abuja to protect your people. And if you are idiots, please relinquish your political stance so that we can elect people who have a voice to go and represent us. I mean, an organization that is already armed is a dangerous precedent that the whole of the South should be wary about. And it's a terrible situation. Like I said in one of the videos, Nigeria is completely destroyed. Nigeria is completely destroyed. Thank you for watching this video.